Are we recording, by the way?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We usually just like
you guys just spring it on like, surprise! You're on BoyFlop. I like to get myself in the vibe and just be like,
no, fuck the vibe. We just
make myself nice and angry before I record. Yeah, I'm like fucking. Yeah, I was like on my phone, like.
I'm angry.
Yeah. Why did you like Gilbert? I'm angry.
I got like
I'm Lyle McDouchebag.
Everyone got that slight actual what Lyle's like for the first 7 seconds or so before
Actually, somewhat relaxed and not an asshole.
Lyle
Usually it's just all up here. It's when we hit the record. That's when it comes out here.
Yo,
Lyle McOK guy.
Lyle McChillbag.
You can't really be like that angry of a person and like function in society. Right. Otherwise, you're just bothering everybody around.
You're like a general manager or something, but
yeah. But well, I mean, I feel like those kinds of people they wait and then they get the general manager position and they're like,
it's like rub the hands and twirl the mustache.
Yeah. Now my attitude is your problem.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna get a fucking
instead of a liability.
Oh, do you have to grab something real quick, like?
Oh, let me get my Family Jewels 7X brand tampons that I can put on from my bleedy sliz.
Shut up! Everybody wait.
Everybody talk shit about Family Jewels while he's gone.
You're the glue that holds us together. We do need you.
Did you guys see Family Jewels' latest video?
No.
It sucked.
The one a year ago.
Should we talk about that map theme that dude did?
God.
The bass guy?
I guess.
We're gonna skip over that. We don't need to. Don't seem so hesitant.
Guy.
I thought you were excited about it.
I think I'm still watching more videos.
Question: did either of you show him to each other, or is he like?
Okay,
did we all discover him individually? All right, good. Good.
I don't know what this is, so
that's gonna be.
I'll be the listener in this.
So I have this guy. He's been a fan of me like forever. And he said sometimes like he doesn't have proper like I don't know creative etiquette. Sometimes he'll just like come into my like he's the guy that came into my stream that one time, Rich, when I was doing that Undertale cover, and he was like, "Man, Rich, I bet you're just dying to get on that guitar for him, aren't you?" And I was just like, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah, and then I was also like, you're just an unsavory person.
Yeah, you were
also,
like...
shut up.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't envy Jules right now, and I don't want to be in his position.
Yeah, fuck that.
So he sends me an email like 2 days ago, and he's just like, wow, Jules, I think I found somebody who did a better job on Pokemon map theme. So I'm initially just like, fuck off, dude. But then I open it, and I'm like,
he wins.
Yeah, he wins. It's literally just like, this fucking Asian guy. It's always some fucking Asian guy.
Of course.
He's wearing fucking Jonathan Parecki approved attire. Like full on anime dress. Fucking probably a wig. I don't know. And the video devolves starting with him. He's okay. I should preface. He's an amazing bassist.
That's what makes it weird because he's like ridiculously good.
Is this the guy who always wears a dress and plays bass in all of his videos?
Have you discovered him? We've all discovered this guy.
You sent him to me. This is like before we moved out here.
Okay, fuck. I fucked up my own paradigm.
Yeah.
I showed him to John.
We used to because we used to like play League of Legends like every night, and after League of Legends one night, you sent me a Skype message like frantically. You're like, John, you need to see this guy right now. And I'm like, what the fuck, Lyle?
I think I wanted him to be in our Dragon Ball cover.
Oh yeah,
I wanted him to do the
John, I'm seriously considering emailing this guy.
Why didn't that happen?
I can't find a contact email anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he speaks English, and two, I couldn't really find a contact. I sent him like a Facebook message on his like.
He does another thing about it. Like I did get curious because I discovered him through Jules' Twitter, where he's just like, "This guy wins, I give up." Like like he tweeted him out, and then like I looked at it. He has a website where most of it's in Japanese, or like I think he's actually South Korean or something.
Oh, okay.
But like here, there is one English message that's like kind of Englishy, and it's just like, My goal is to be the best stupid idiot playing bass on the internet, and that's his mission statement.
Next BoyFlop guest confirmed, HJ Freaks.
Hello, I like that guy. Yeah,
he's legitimately way too fucking good.
He's in like several like Korean prog fusion bands apparently called like Silent Eye and stuff.
He's actually a good bassist.
No, he's a fantastic bassist.
It's one of those things where like you want to be weirded out, but you're also just like, I mean, yeah, you're good. Like,
yeah.
Well, you watch the video and you're like, oh, this isn't too bad, and then he starts like humping his bass.
That's what makes shit like that work, right? Yeah. Like that's what makes something like Heavy Saurus, which is another weird thing that exists.
Oh my god,
work. What is this?
Heavy Saurus is like a band from Finland, and it's basically heavy metal Barney characters.
I'm already interested,
and they're fucking good.
I'm already interested.
3 guesses how I found out about Heavy Saurus.
I don't want to guess.
Adrisaurus.
I kind of figured, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, she was like, Jules, I found dinosaurs that make metal. Is this what you like?
Like, is this how I should aspire to be?
Yeah, I wish. Okay. Hi, welcome to Boy. What the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The podcast that I named, I was like, Jules, you can call it Boy What the Fuck Ever.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
The actual boy himself.
I actually coined not only the name of your fucking podcast, but your house, apparently. I found that out.
None of it was intentional. Like, I don't think...
I fell out of a closet, and then
you're like...
Nobody else made any good suggestions.
Well, no,
I think Rich gets partial writing credits for coining the term.
Right, for injuring myself for internet comedy.
Being his muse, so you guys can have it. I'm not even going to ask for royalties.
Yeah.
I think we had different names and stuff for the podcast.
Well,
different names for the house, but like the things that stuck the more we talked about it was the shit that came out of your mouth.
Well,
usually sticky things coming. Never mind. Anyway,
we were trying to come up with names, and we were coming up with all these just like try hard meme names.
Wasn't one of them? Yeah, we were gonna call this podcast Post Good.
I actually used to do.
I still like that name too.
I used to do a podcast called Swagalagan, and the second runner-up for the name was slightly racist.
I don't know if you can swing that today.
No.
Yeah.
But that was like...
I like that name.
We were like, that was seriously considering, like, in a world where everybody, like, had a sense of humor, it would have been called that, but...
Well, it's an interesting sort of phenomenon with the it's like I put like the reason why the word BoyFlop is funny in the same category as like poop person.
Yeah.
Like it's just
we need to talk about poop person.
Shout out to
we promised we would never be your boy.
If you call someone a poop person, it's like it's one of those things where like it's so low, it just like it goes all the way off around. The bottom of the sense of humor and comes back on the top.
Yeah,
it's kind of like anti-jokes, but like more naturally.
Yeah, that's like fucking Poindexter. Like you call someone a Poindexter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a 5-year-old insult.
It's like it's such a bad insult that it becomes a good insult. Yeah.
This is okay. So this is BoyFlop episode 35.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah, it is 35.
Gross.
I am Family Jewels 7X.
I'm your boy.
Yep. And then
I'm not. And we have a special guest.
Again, a special guest train forever, never ends.
The caboose of the special guest train.
Caboose of the
we keep saying that, but we'll probably have Jared next week.
I mean, your podcast is in its midlife crisis phase already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you fucking took long enough to get here.
Usually I'm the domino that flicks that over.
The house is already on fire.
Yeah, exactly. You made my job way too fucking easy.
Yeah, what is your name? What do you do?
I am Lyle McDouchebag, and I do mostly women. I do comedy videos and shit post on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah.
That I made a Big Bang Theory tweet where I yelled at the Big Bang Theory, and that's probably gonna be on my fucking gravestone now.
Yeah.
It's
the guy that made that one.
Yeah.
About the Big Bang Theory.
The fucking BuzzFeed wrote an article about it. You're welcome. Huffington Post had an article about it. Fucking there were like 30 of them. And like there were.
I like that. You know, it's not the worst thing.
If me screaming at the Big Bang Theory can make it to news, then you got a bad news source.
Well, I mean, Big Bang Theory has always been that one thing that you walk into.
It's the butt of everyone's joke.
Yeah, it's like you walk into FYE and there's like Bazinga shirts. And then you
have that one friend that wears that shirt unironically, and you're
God, like I don't understand. Like I mean, let's go get sushi.
See, the Big Bang Theory is like. It's for I literally think this is the case. It's for like disappointed dads. That's the shit.
Dude,
that's what it's for.
Disappointed dads and high schoolers.
Yeah.
Well, because I had one of my better friends in high school. Like he was one of those guys where like everybody liked him, but like he didn't have his own sort of like he didn't take initiative with his sense of humor. So like,
did he just like drop references all the time?
Yeah. So like, if he would ever make people laugh, it would be because he would call us all back to an inside joke that we had or something. But like,
or reference like Tropic Thunder or something.
But like, he watched Big Bang Theory, and there was like 2 weeks where like all the time he would like try and say Bazinga to be funny, and like it was like,
is this your argument for like?
No, it's just an interesting like.
I kind of agree with John. There's a bigger demographic than just dads.
Psychologically though, it's really interesting about how like feeling like you're in on an inside joke, even if it's never actually funny.
Archer does that well. Big Bang Theory, it's just like it does this thing where
panders.
I learned this because nerds messaged me like, okay, the tweet that I made is a moment from the show, and it's literally like he just says the name of 6 things, and he's like, in it he says Doctor Who's TARDIS. Yeah. I don't watch Doctor Who, but I've been told by he even said wow kind of people via Twitter mentions that Doctor Who is not the actual name of the character. So like the nerd references are like to people that would even get jokes like that, they're wrong.
Yeah.
You know, Doctor Who is the name of the. I mean. It is the name of the character.
Like I think what I was saying is just like even like first of all, if you have no idea what it is, it's not funny.
It's the people who like to brag about I'm into nerdy things.
Right. Well, apparently it's not even funny to people like that.
Right. That what I've heard is actually to the contrary, where like actual real nerds are like, this show's a fucking mockery of me.
Exactly.
So like dads will be like, this fucking show.
I also, another thing I heard said, because now I'm apparently the go-to source for complaining about the Big Bang Theory.
Are you the messiah of nerd culture live?
I've heard that it's like blackface for nerds. And it's like,
okay, that's a good analogy.
Swing low, sweet cherry. Why? Like really? Really?
Well, I mean, it's an interesting like.
We didn't sit through nerd slavery for 500 years.
Here's an interesting thing though, like thinking about like. Because I always like think about this. Like, remember
the Big Bang Theory?
No, not the Big. No, fuck off. No, but like, remember like. I was in like middle school during this era. Like I was in 6th grade. You guys were probably in like early high school or whatever.
You was a young boy.
I was a young boy, but like back then, like before like the Star Wars prequels, before Return of the King had come out, like the nerds would joke about like. One day we're gonna take over the world, and then all the girls are gonna like us. And now, like, then it happened, and now all the nerds are like, no, go back to the way it was.
We're getting too much pussy. I repeat, too much pussy. Code red.
Code red.
Well, it's Mom, I need help.
Every time I try to slip into my Optimus Prime jams, there's a sliz in it. No.
Well, but it's like seriously though, it's like. It used to be so like legit, like you would get made fun of for like for knowing a lot about.
That's what I thought you were. That's what I thought you were gonna say, as opposed to girls fuck nerds now.
I think it's like nerd culture kind of became popular, but in the sense of like, oh, this cute boy's wearing glasses, and that's considered nerdy.
No, that's no. I mean, like you used to like get made fun of for knowing a lot about Lord of the Rings.
I actually had a friend in high school that had to like hide his Xbox and shit every time one of his girlfriends would come over because he was like, I don't want her to fucking know because she'll break up.
Right. Well, and she's always like, it used to be like a meme in the early 2000s about how like, wow, your girlfriend better not see you playing video games, and like your girlfriend better not know that you know all the names of the wizards in Lord of the Rings.
I kind of do miss that connotation, like, and then like if you're a gamer, quote unquote, you're like a degenerate, like a piece of shit.
And then everyone had that one like not quite as socially inept friend that like you'd be talking to girls and he'd be like, yeah, like that episode of Shut Up.
Yeah. But now it's like it's become like desirable to associate yourself with like things that used to be nerdy,
or at least not off-putting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. Everything except D&D.
I was literally going to say,
it's the last bastion of not being able to get laid.
D&D is the last bastion of like you know that someone is like a legit like. I don't just say that I'm a nerd. Like I have credentials. I actually, well, it's not like I hate that sort of mentality of like, oh, I have nerd. No, it's like,
but that's like the people.
But like, if you,
the only thing that's valid for is metal.
Like the difference between you're gonna trigger me, like
I know.
The difference between somebody who says, oh, I'm a gamer. I had a Game Boy when I was a kid. I'm a gamer, and somebody who like doesn't brag about it but plays D&D, like that's such a distinct difference in demographic. I don't know. It's interesting.
I think it's, I don't know. Do you guys notice like all of the like fashion trends that like parallel with nerd culture or whatever? Like, remember the whole fucking like wait, shit, I just realized I was about to bring up man buns around you, John. Was this gonna trigger you?
Months ago.
Let me just get this out.
I think that
I can't get this out.
Neckbeards give too much of a bad rep to man buns, and that's all I'll say about it.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say that I feel like you always see like the fucking cosmopolitan things going around about just like, I just want a nerdy guy with a man bun like that. And then they show the picture of the like already fucking like the balls out attractive dude, but has a man bun and like
sunglasses. Yeah. And he's like, I'm sensible.
I just want a nerd to just ram me right now.
Like, I feel your pain, John. Like, neckbeards also give a bad name to vaping. Right. So it's like, you know, now it's like
right. Hating man buns and hating vaping was just a meme. Like, it's. I mean,
I feel like flannel wouldn't be cool even if like I feel like it's something that it's like it's associated with neckbeards because it's like a neckbeardy thing, you know?
Yeah, but like
it's on brand for neckbeards.
Like, as soon as you get into like the whole fashion thing, it's like, man, it doesn't matter.
Who
like,
cares?
Just wear whatever you want, man. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Like, I was just thinking like parallel to like the conversation we were having. It's funny how like now, you know, BuzzFeed and Cosmo and stuff are trying to like catch up to this thing that doesn't exist, that nerds are attractive or cool in any fucking way.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Like,
well, I don't think it's like. I think there is like take a shot. I think. If I may play devil's advocate, I think that there's like a double-edged sword where like now because of that, like because there's this connotation that like being nerdy is not attractive, shut up. Then if like you're actually like somebody who strives to look good but is also really nerdy, everyone just assumes that you're not really nerdy, I guess. Like, I mean, that sounds like
no.
Well, it's like
I'll say a meaner version of what John's trying to say is being a fucking loser is trendy now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like those people that are like, aren't I cute and trendy because I have anxiety and depression? It's like,
oh boy.
Well, yeah, but like what I mean though is that like trendy. I've like sometimes like
anxiety is trendy,
to use an example, like it's like the whole thing with like gamer girls. Like sometimes you'll meet girls that like, you know, they say I like Pokemon, I'm a gamer, and they've never, you know, they don't know what they don't know what a graphics card is. Yeah. And then like sometimes you'll meet a really hot girl that, you know, has a better gaming PC than you do, but then like I've met some girls like that where like they say like people always assume that I'm a fake nerd girl when really I'm just like a really nerdy person who happens to have boobs.
Did you? And you're the only person that understands me, John.
No, that's not.
And then you finish your little fantasy and come on your sheets.
No. Did she give you the helping hand on the joystick, John?
No, I just
I know.
I think it's just bad to assume either.
No,
absolutely.
Girl gamers, you're real.
Well, I mean, just like
I wouldn't be saying that if you weren't.
Flat out, like, I mean,
because who else would I want to sleep with? No,
I guess like super easy example was, remember when dad bods came around and everyone was freaking out about
that? Why was that even a thing?
I don't know.
See, that's like the same. Yeah, that's exactly like. That's a good example.
Like, where it's like, why? What the fuck?
That was like really forced though. That wasn't like
I feel like it's like a self-esteem thing. Like let's bring up the self-esteem of like you know.
It's almost like all of the people like all of the people who had a weird kink for middle-aged men rose up at once and spread their tendrils into society.
I guess, but then you had like the fucking "Got It From My Daddy" fucking Psy song and stuff, and that all kind of happened at the same time. It was like this. It was this like this small era.
Is that song about him being out of shape? Is that the gist of that?
Well, no. Like
it's like a euphemism for like I got my dick from my dad.
No,
like,
I think it's
isn't that like a figure of speech?
It's not good to get your dick from your dad. Let me tell you, fucks you up for a long time.
Yeah, that's a figure of speech. Like because like your daddy gave you your
here you go, son, your very own.
It's like you've never heard that phrase.
I've heard it, but like I don't get that vibe.
I don't get it either.
I don't get the vibe from the song.
But like exactly. Because if you told a girl like, I got this great dick from my dad, she'd be like, you mean there's another one of these out there and he's more mature? Like fucking nice. Get out of my cooter.
Get out, please. No, like there's literally the back and forth of like the hey, where did you get that body from? And then I got it from my daddy. And like Sai is like this kind of overweight like dad bod dude.
He seems cool though.
I love Sai. Sai's really cool. But like, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like somehow that happened like at the same time that like you went on the Snapchat like BuzzFeed or Cosmo thing and it's all like I just love dad bods.
Yeah,
it's weird.
That was around the same time that like.
Imagine if aliens like took like a fucking telescope to our like social fucking.
I think right now we're living in this weird like reverse Roman society where like the people that would usually be dashed on the rocks are trying to be like told like because it's easier for the rest of us. Yeah. It's not even like we're encouraging you to do something better. It's like let's lower the bar for everyone else. Like
I remember like when the whole like dad bod thing was happening, there was a bunch of really really angry like fitness nerds who were like they're encouraging mediocrity and like getting all bad out of shape.
Like okay, here's the thing about it, right? Like I get the whole like fat shaming is bad, right? Because like. To motivate yourself, the last thing you want to hear is you're a piece of shit, right?
Exactly.
But that's not even what it is. It's like it's cool to just stay like that, you know? Like it's
But that's such a sensitive like thing to talk about, like in our culture. I'm not saying it should be a sensitive thing to talk about, but like as soon as you like I agree, like totally, like there's this whole like demographic of people that think that like calling fat people a piece of shit is okay, and that's not okay at all. But then there's this other sort of like, but like encouraging people to be healthy is a good thing. Let's try and do it in a positive way. But like then as soon as you say that, people jump on you and they're like,
my pitchfork.
Look,
you've never been
jump
fat.
on you and
You
you're
don't
like,
know what it's
you
like.
don't get it.
All I'm saying is that eugenics isn't the worst idea. Hitler was a sensitive man, and the Holocaust never even happened anyway. So like,
it's true.
No.
These opinions are super associated with the BoyFlop Corporation.
Yes. In fact, I didn't even have them when I walked in. They're on a bullet point list. I have to say them.
We have them written on the wall. Please touch on these sensitive topics while you're here.
Subjects. Exactly. Do we actually want to talk about YouTube or no? Because
why? We're having like a real conversation about shit people.
About dad bods.
Well, yeah. I mean, we could talk about YouTube. We could go into the rabbit hole and inside baseball that we own.
We all live and breathe. General media, so it makes sense.
I ran away from it for 2 days, and I'm already clawing to go back. But let's talk about it.
Do you on the regular talk about YouTube?
Yeah. Okay. Like
it's an all-consuming black hole.
Yeah.
Whenever someone's like thinking like, oh, this YouTuber's cool, I want to be friends with them, like, don't. All they want to do is fucking talk about analytics.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
It's like,
wow.
It's so true. It's so refreshing when I can talk to another YouTube. Like, you guys, we can talk about music stuff, and that's like refreshing because it's like, I know so many people where it's
Are there people who are just obsessed with numbers and shit?
Dude, have you never met them?
I imagine in LA.
Oh my god, fucking everywhere, dude. It's like so refreshing to have a conversation. Like I actually talked to a guy from I Hate Everything, and we didn't talk about analytics once. It was such a refreshing conversation.
Oh my god, I'm like his biggest fan. I fucking love
great.
that guy.
He's cool.
No, like I don't know.
We're best friends. We hold hands and stuff.
Holy shit, dude!
And he was like, Lyle McDouchebag, I've been friends with you for years. Or no, he said Lyle McDouchebag, I've been your biggest fan. I've been following you since Sanity Not Included.
So insane. Dude,
that's adorable.
He's fucking awesome.
He's really fucking cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's refreshing because like sometimes I get really burnt out on the numbers and
see, it's weird. I've met like quite a few people at cons and stuff this over the past year, and that conversation only really ever comes up with you, John, and that's when it's like, hey, let's talk about numbers.
Right. But
it's not like I meet a YouTuber, I'm like, it's the subscribers.
Yeah. Well, you also got to keep in mind that like especially in LA, we're paying like $1,300 a month on like a single bedroom studio flat. So a lot of them have to play video games to make ends meet, which is actually a thing,
right?
Because the internet's
2016,
a fucking weird place.
There's a difference between talking about numbers and talking about relevance.
Well,
you know, because I feel like we try to talk about like, let's make videos that are relevant, and then the numbers will happen by themselves.
Yeah, well,
as opposed to like, oh well, this video is getting this demographic.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing is
when it was that all the time.
Yeah, when you play video games for a living, it basically just becomes a desk job where you play video games. So the numbers are like. I'm not saying the Let's Players can't have fun or be passionate about what they're doing, but like at the end of the day, you know, that's a big
bold claim.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure some of them haven't come to hate it yet.
Well, I was just gonna say that like I'd say that over 50% of the Let's Players that I know, or the gaming Twitch streamers that I know, are sick of it.
But I mean that's.
I think it's we talked about this on the last one. I feel like a lot of the streamers I know and stuff, like some of them just flat out fucking hate gaming, but they're too far down the rabbit hole that they don't know anything else to do, and that it's making them money that they're like, well, fuck it, I guess this is my life now. But like there are some who like legitimately like have gone that full like, I love video games, let's stream it, and they get to the top and they're like, holy shit, this sucks, and then they just have to like kind of be like, okay, I'm just going to force myself to like it. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. And you just get that, like, kind of like, like, yeah, we're doing this, and I guess it's okay.
Time
like,
to play No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I think there is something to be said about, like, it's not what you're doing that matters. It's, like, how you. I mean, I guess obviously if you're only ever playing shit tier games, like
you mean most of them,
you mean all of them. But like if you play a game and you approach it,
you think like all games are shit tier?
If you approach it with like a fuck it, I'm just gonna like dick around and like have fun with my viewers, like then And like we were talking about, like it seems like PewDiePie is like going off into the
Felix doesn't give a shit anymore.
PewDiePie's actually funny now. I hadn't seen a video of PewDiePie's. Like I completely wrote him off like maybe 5-6 years ago.
So did I.
I mean, it's not high art or anything, but it's at least like fucking entertaining.
Something kind of snapped along the line. Like I remember I was talking with Ryan and then you, Jules. It was like, I started seeing tweets from him because I follow him for some reason where he was just like, hey guys, remember when video games were good? Me neither. And it's like, what is going on here? What happened to Felix?
And then so like you saw his
like, who does he have to impress now, you know?
Right.
Filthy Frank.
Well, he doesn't. Like, he's one of the richest, if not the richest person on YouTube.
Well, yeah, he's the most of
50 million subscribers.
Right. It's like,
did you see his fucking car video where he shows off his car?
That was really fun.
It's really good. We'll watch it later.
Yeah, we'll watch
there's a lot of like people that are assholes and they're like, I got a new car, and like unironically we'll be like, look at, so he's probably, I'm guessing he makes fun of that.
Yes, and he does a really good job of it.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, like it's cool though. Like it was definitely refreshing to like see a PewDiePie video and like laugh. You know, like
that's a bizarre thing. Well, I mean, I was actually telling Rich about this. It's like, I wish there was a thing on YouTube that didn't necessarily private the video, but just put a disclaimer over it that said, I made this when I was 14.
Right?
just like, fuck you, like, this isn't current.
I don't know. I mean, that's annotations, but like, I always kind of like...
Nobody has those on anymore.
Yeah, I wish there was something that, like, had a person like come to the viewer's house and like physically sit down with them before they watch the video.
We need to have a serious discussion.
I made this 5 years ago. Please just take all of this with a grain of salt.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, I just kind of chalk that because like a lot of my fucking videos are from 2010, 2011 and stuff. And I just
you were kind of just doing the same thing, but like not as good, right?
Right.
Like,
well,
you should upload that video.
If you try to do like comedy videos, especially, it's like your old shit is like embarrassing.
I guess that's true.
I'm having a flashback to your first videos.
I think about it just like in that, like, you know what, fuck it. Like if somebody's gonna be like, this is shit, then it's not really gonna like affect me at all because I'm gonna just be like, well, that's old shit.
It doesn't really affect me either.
Yeah.
See, the thing that bothers me more about it is people are like, why did you stop doing that? It's like, because it was a bad idea I had when I was fucking 16.
My thing is not about like embarrassed that it happened. It's not about that. It's about like if someone comes to my channel for the first time and doesn't know what I'm about.
Yeah.
I want to put my best foot forward. And if the first thing of mine that they see is 3 years old, that's not my best foot forward. And there's no way that I can really, like, unless they're looking at the date and thinking to themselves, he's probably gotten better since then, which they're not gonna do.
I was literally gonna say, like, I want to, like, believe that the average viewer would have the intelligence, but the second I said the I word, I was like, nope.
You used average viewer and intelligence in the same sentence.
I want to believe that the description is ever read.
Right. I just like, and this is a problem I've always, like, I just never want anything to be out there that doesn't best represent what I do.
Yeah, you know? I think it's the same for anybody.
Obviously, it's inevitable for any musical artist or comedian or whatever that like your old stuff, as soon as it blows up, like it's out there forever.
Yep.
Like I'm sure that Bon Jovi gets sick of playing "Living on a Prayer," you know.
But
like,
do you know that to be true?
I don't know, but I'd love to ask him. But like, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
I know Slash kind of hated playing.
Slash hates "Sweet Child of Mine."
Yeah,
it was his least favorite song that Guns N' Roses ever did.
There was the fucking dude from not Warrant? Who wrote Cherry Pie?
We talked about, you and I talked about this about. Oh, like, fuck, what was it?
That shitty band.
Anyway, Cherry Pie is like their most popular song, and I think the guy's name is like Yanni Lane, and like it basically. That was like his legacy, and it just led him down this downward spiral of depression, and he became like a severe alcoholic. And he didn't kill himself, but I think he drank himself to death.
Yeah.
So he kind of indirectly killed himself because Cherry Pie was his most popular song.
And wasn't it like a last minute, like, we need to fill this album?
So the album was completely done, and then their fucking like the record label called them and they were like, where the fuck is the single? And they literally like wrote and recorded it in like a night.
I heard that Sweet Caroline was kind of like that too. where they wrote it like overnight and it ended up being like the hit that they became known for forever.
That's always the fucking, like, I don't know. On a much smaller degree happens like with us too. I feel like.
Does it?
I don't know if I would agree with that.
Big Bang Theory.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
I feel like the covers I do the most, that do the most well, are usually the ones I put the least amount of work into, or the ones that I just shit out.
Sometimes
it's really annoying when I actually care about it.
For me, that sometimes happens. Other times, the ones that I put the most work into are the ones that blow up the most, which is really good feeling. But
I feel like that's rare. Like I don't hear that a lot.
But that's a perspective thing, and I think how you react to that can either make you a very happy creative person or a very miserable creative person.
You have to be on terms with the fact that the masses don't always care about the same things that that you
But
care
if
about.
you see that as, oh hey, this thing blew up, that means that, you know, this is what I can do, maybe as something a little less passionate, and then like I can go all out on like the things that I really want to work hard on, right? Because
if you see it as, oh, nobody appreciates my real work, then you're going to be miserable for your whole goddamn life. You know, like, I don't know. I think that it's better to be like, hey, it's a good thing that, you know, something is doing well,
right? Yeah, like when I did that Big Bang tweet, I jumped up like 5,000 subscribers, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. Like, I'm not mad. Like, I'm like, go back to your caves.
That's all I'm saying.
Casuals. I figure I'll weed those people out as the time comes.
I think there is something nice about, like, I guess, like the sensationalist video per week YouTube culture, where like if you release something that you rushed that's kind of shitty, it's only one video among 300 on your channel.
Yeah.
So it's like, as opposed to like, you know, 30 years ago, if we were in a band and we had a song that we didn't like on an album, we've probably only put out like 30 songs in our career.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Like the percentage of
time you have to sit there and bear with your last video.
So like it's easier to let yourself kind of drop your standards if it means like I mean not drop your standards, but like it's like
not have rippling regret.
But it's like, hey, I find myself stopping and looking at myself in the mirror and saying, John, this is a Katy Perry cover. Just release it. Stop spending, 3 days straight trying to perfect it.
Yeah.
It's one video. You're going to make another one next week.
What would you do? What would you do if you met Katy Perry and she goes, rhythm guitars were too quiet?
I'd ask her out on a date at that point.
We talked before about like, how much it sucks when somebody in the comment is like, as an audio engineer, I think that's a fucking
fuck.
But imagine if literally like you emailed Toby Fox Rich and you were like, hey, could I get these licenses? He was like, I'm not like an audio engineer. I'm not like in the snare sample.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
I don't know. That'd be like literally the shittiest situation. God.
I could think of like 3 shittier situations.
Go.
Okay. Car crash and your dick gets cut in half.
Well, how? I need specifics.
Having sex with a girl and then you find out it's a dude and then he cuts your dick in half.
Okay. That actually has a specific
Does the car crash
why.
come after?
And credit card fraud.
Okay. Credit card fraud where the guy also then cuts your dick off.
I mean, that part's optional, but it's just it's just a hassle. You're gonna call your bank.
All right. What if Katy Perry loves your cover but then cuts your dick off, John?
I'll deal with that if it happens.
What if she's like the girl from Teeth, where you can have sex with her once, but at the end of it, after it just
vaginal teeth.
Would you do it?
I don't want to.
Maybe if you're only going to have sex one more time. Like, maybe if you're like 48 and you're like starting to lose
If I have nightmares tonight, and I'm calling you, Lyle.
That's
a daymare situation. That's a night fantasy situation.
You're also contracted to proclaim fucking what are the lyrics to Fireworks? You have to sing Fireworks to her while you do that. While your dick's being caught in her vagina bear trap.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I guess that's a no. I guess that's the answer to our question.
Would I see the teeth?
Vagina bear trap sounds like a good deathcore movie.
No, she'd tell you.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to.
What if it wasn't teeth? What if it was like a black hole?
I feel like it's always me who's presented with these hypotheticals.
It immediately removes it and painlessly cauterizes it shut. Yeah. But she just goes, and then her eyes turn into like a transparency of the galaxy, and then your dick's just. You get to see your dick one last time float through the void in her eyes.
But she tweets the video out.
Fuck off.
And in the tweet it says the rhythm guitars are too quiet.
Bro, I'm already on Skrillex's Instagram.
And you get 5,000 extra subscribers.
God.
So wow, I'm sorry I brought YouTube up. Can we talk about something?
See what happens when you talk about YouTube. See what happens.
Katy Perry is the end point to all of it, and I think I've blown the lid off this whole thing.
Yeah. Anyways, fucking, I don't know, Lyle. Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to YouTube. Actually, I like to put on shit as I'm falling asleep that won't interest me. Thus, I've seen every episode of Arrow. Well, I haven't seen it, but at some point, my Netflix has played through every episode of Arrow, every episode of Flash.
I've heard those shows are actually pretty good. But...
From wrong people. Objectively wrong people. But, anyway, so another thing I'll do is I'll put on, like, podcasts or something. Yeah. And I don't know what the fuck my YouTube autoplay did, but when I woke up, I was watching this, like, life vlogger talk about bad date experiences. And man, let me just tell you guys, if you're ever on a date and she goes, oh yeah, I make YouTube videos talking about my life and I vlog, here's what you do. First of all, you don't want to just stand up and walk away, because if you do that, you've made it into the vlog. You give her the most average fucking date she has ever been on.
So that she won't mention it.
So that she won't bring it up.
Yeah.
And then, after the date is over, you don't try anything, and you fucking delete her number from your phone forever.
But then she'll make a video about how the guy just never called her back.
No, because that's like embarrassing but not interesting. That's how you get out of it.
But
like,
that's vlog channels.
It was such a fucking innocuous story, and it was like, oh yeah, the guy like didn't pull out his credit card immediately, and like it was like things that were like a little bit weird, but like I might do that if I wasn't paying attention, like just within that range. So it was like, okay, yeah, that should be a deal breaker for anybody. Plus, if you break up, it's a big public thing anyway, but so it should be a deal breaker. But
YouTube drama.
Luckily, I've never been on a date with a vlogger.
Yeah,
I feel like that's not my type.
Yeah,
sounds like a blessing.
Yeah.
This is for everyone listening at home or in this room that use Tinder.
I have used Tinder. I dated a girl from Tinder.
Yeah.
Do you want a life vlog about it? Do you want this to be a pod calling the pedal?
I try to forget about the girl that I dated from Tinder.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's fair enough.
Tinder isn't that bad because at this point there's so many people on it, but it's kind of like Tinder is like, it's very much like, it's like going on Facebook and like, hey, this girl is cute. Yeah, it's like, hey, this girl on Facebook is cute. Let's start a relationship.
But it's like only Facebook for the girls that want that weird message from a dude completely unannounced that's just like, hey, babe.
Yeah.
But
and then they send it 10 more times, not changing the message at all.
Have you tried Tinder, Lyle?
No, my single life was cut tragically short right before that became a thing. So,
because it is a little bit more than your stereotypical.
Yeah, well, I see. If I were you guys, I would just be like, I will cascade you in my goo. That was a lyric. I'm a musician.
That's what I did. When I used Tinder, like I would literally just like use the most but that's sort of like the double-edged sword of it is that like because of the culture of dating right now, guys are just expected to message first. And so then like
that's where you whip out the weird shit. Like I want to fuck you so much you could lubricate a slip and slide, and then when you get to the end, never call you again.
Right. but then what happens is that these like the hot chicks on Tinder are literally sifting through dozens of these wild messages per day, and it's like a lottery ticket to see whether or not
they eyes on your dick. Yours will stand out.
Well, and make it your profile picture.
But every guy who isn't a frat boy is also trying to do that. That's why you have these BuzzFeed articles where chicks are like complaining about the most vulgar pickup lines that they've gotten on Tinder, because every guy is trying to win with BuzzFeed. How outrageous they are. No, I know, but like
I don't know.
I'd assume that realistically,
you're just gonna say hey to everyone.
That's what a lot of people do. But like, it's no different than starting a conversation in a bar. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna walk up to a girl and be like, "Why, hello, my lovely sparkle muffins." Like,
you also don't just walk up to her and be like, "Hey."
Yeah.
Because
by the way, I just realized this was an audio podcast and that doesn't translate at all. I
whipped
out my dick and showed everybody.
But I mean, like, just like on Tinder, for example, like you have like the context of what pictures they have.
He's doing a finger gesture.
And the context of what pictures they have and the context of what they have in their 500 character or less bio. And usually it's like the name of their Greek house in college and like whatever, because Tinder is lame. But like if you go to a bar, like that's about the same amount of context clues that you have in real life.
Yeah, but the difference is you can have fun at a bar, John.
But the difference is Tinder, you can play video games while you're on Tinder.
You don't have to leave my house.
Right. The thing about Tinder,
I don't want to go to a bar. Fuck that.
What I don't understand is when like girls use Tinder like looking for like a boyfriend. Because it's like, how you should use Tinder is like sift through the dick pics and then whichever one you want to panooch pocket, that's the one you go for.
Well,
but like, there's like, I know girls that are like, yeah, like I had this like guy on Tinder and like within like half an hour of messaging him, he was already talking about sleeping with me, and it's like, he waited half an hour? Like, that's...
take another shot. Let me play devil's advocate. There are girls that go to bars looking for a boyfriend too. Like, it's no different. It's you shouldn't be looking for a boyfriend, period. You should be meeting people, and then if you like them, you should date them.
That I think would be...
I don't know.
I feel like you can go... There's a lot of girls that, like, go to a bar with their friends to, like, get drunk and hang out and party, but, like, end up going home with a guy, and that's, you know... They don't always...
There's a lot of people who use Tinder and do that
go
too.
there to slam a salami. It's sometimes it's different.
Well, people don't
send a brave navigator down their mucus maze.
There's a lot of people who don't use Tinder to just get laid either. Like, it's basically just like a bubble of like...
I mean, there's people that use Facebook to look for jobs. Right. Sometimes it works, but you shouldn't do it.
All I'm saying is that there's more variety than I think people give it credit for.
I'm trying to pick up girls on LinkedIn.
That's a real thing!
Is it?
Yes!
Why?
I don't know. My girlfriend
though.
Gets like weird messages on fucking LinkedIn all the time.
From dudes with like their profile picture is literally a dick with googly eyes.
See, like as a dude that has a girlfriend with a nice rack that's visible in some of her pictures, it's like, you get to fucking, like, I get to see the other side of that, right? Like, I get to see like the, oh hey, you posted on a vegan Facebook group to look for recipes, want to see my dick? Like, I get to fucking see that shit.
I got a recipe here, it's not vegan, but I think you'll get along.
I don't know, like, I feel like it's easy to say, like, you know, girls just, you know, all they need to do is just fucking like look for dicks or whatever on Tinder, but like
they don't.
I feel like another thing too is like there are tons and tons of guys who are just way too fucking high maintenance for a girl who wants to just like, for like a guy that just wants to fuck, or like a girl that just wants to fuck, you know what I mean? I think there's plenty of girls who go on Tinder just like, I just want a dick right now, I don't give a shit.
Those are the people that are using it right.
But I feel like they actually have to fucking also like weed out the people who are going to be like super clingy and be like, oh my god, I just had such a great time last night.
Yeah, so
do you
if they don't
children?
send you a dick pic within the first 3,
I don't know. It's.
See, I was always under the impression that, like, the connotation with Tinder is this literally just hookup culture.
That's
like,
me too.
It was when it started, and then
I thought it still was.
Yeah. No, people like chicks who are like just like bored on a Thursday night will literally like watch Netflix and just swipe dudes and just like chat with lots of dudes.
Like fucking chat roulette.
Like, honestly, like I would say no. Like okay, am
like
I
the same finger motion and like a couple feet down, and she could just be having that same better version of that same Saturday night. Am I the only person
here who's actually used Tinder?
I think so.
You might be.
Okay, so honestly, I think that less than 20% of the girls that I talked to on Tinder were looking for casual sex.
See, that's why, though.
As far as you know.
But on the flip side, like 90% of the dudes that they talked to were probably looking for casual sex.
I don't think that's true. The reason that everybody like thinks that that's true is because guys think that the way to get with a girl is to be like, hey girl, what's up? Like, there's this whole demographic of like ex-frat dudes who think that saying, hey BB wants some fuck is gonna actually like lead to a marriage.
I see only two other things that they could be looking for. Either they just want to just fuck around on Tinder, they don't actually have any expectations, or they want commitment. And I feel like you don't want to get a committed relationship off Tinder.
I'm looking for commitment on Tinder.
No, you can. Well, I mean, I did date a girl in a serious relationship from Tinder, and it was bad.
I'm sure that there are,
but it wasn't.
Let me preface by saying
it wasn't bad because I met her on Tinder. Like,
I get you.
There's probably like two 9/11 survivors that ended up getting together and living a long, happy life and are now married. But that doesn't mean you should try to look for love in a 9/11, John.
Well, you don't go on. I mean, unless you're a psycho, you don't go on Tinder looking for a wife. You go on Tinder to just chat with people, and then if you click with someone,
even
then
if you're
you say,
psycho,
yo, let's get coffee.
I see what you're saying. I guess
you chat with people, and then like maybe one of them, you know, has a lot of shit. You know, it's like chatting with someone at a bar, except you don't have to go to a slimy bar and actually worry about talking to people.
You'll also, if you are a psycho, it's like you want to find a girl that's like, let's go to your place and get drunk. That way you can chop her up, and you know, you got your nice controlled environment.
You have a very polarized view of what is psycho in dating and what isn't.
I've got my hand on the pulse of the human condition, John.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that just like chat casually, and then if things feel like they're vibing, then they get coffee or whatever. Like a lot of people do that.
By the way, if you find a guy who can vibe, I mean that's enough. That's enough grounds for a relationship right there.
The more you talk about it, John, the more it sounds like chat roulette. Honestly, it just sounds like.
Well, it's like chat roulette, except
great, except with commitment.
Well, no.
What's not to love?
You can't send pictures on Tinder. So at least on Tinder, you don't like click the button and suddenly there's a guy jacking off in front of you. You know?
But metaphorically, you have a guy jacking off in front of you.
Well, but that can
like in effect eventually.
If you're a chick and you go to a bar, you know there's gonna be. I mean, if you're
but he can't jack off in the bar.
Yeah,
there's bathrooms at bars.
But he can't jack off while looking at you. Well, looking at you at him. Well, I guess he could take.
Do you have a camera phone?
Well, okay, John. Let's explore the step by step. Have you thought about this?
This hypothetical is a lot less far fetched than some of your hypotheticals that you've been bringing up.
Katy Perry is a nice lady.
9/11's gonna have a chance to happen again. Wait,
you'll find love one day.
In Lyle's worldview, there's just like there's like an old folks home of like 9/11 survivors that hooked up at a bar.
How long ago do you think? 9/11's not even old enough to get its fucking learner's permit, John. What do you mean old folks?
Pearl Harbor.
Well, the people who are old enough, I don't know.
Jesus.
Everything hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I would say is like, you should try it before you make assumptions about it, but you all
I'll give you that.
I wonder if there was a dating site. See, nowadays there would be a dating site that like would pop up for like widows of 9/11 type scenarios.
Oh yeah. With like 5 users and 20 bots.
Yeah, nice.
20 bots who message every user.
I got.
You know, there's actually. Oh shit! Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, I got very close to using Tinder before, like a few times, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, the problem is the same problem with any dating situation. Like,
is that women are involved? What if men just dated men?
You're right.
In fact,
no.
All right, everybody in this room, we got an even number.
It's like you have to.
Got a vacuum cleaner.
Like, just like normal dating, like you have to go into Tinder with the right mindset. Because like, if you go to a bar thinking I'm gonna find a girlfriend or I'm gonna get some pussy tonight, like, you're probably going to be disappointed. Like, whether you go to a bar expecting that or Tinder expecting that.
And the weird thing is, if you go to a bar without that mentality, that's when it's more likely to happen.
So you're
like, when I see my horrific sex stories all take place, in a pre-Tinder world. So like,
pre-Tinder,
yeah. I act like it's the fucking Cretaceous period, but anyway,
the year 400 PT.
Okay, when I first moved out and didn't know what I was doing, I was like the idiot that's like, hey, let me buy you a drink. Hey, like the kind of guy you'd like think would get laid at a bar, right? My bar game was go to the bar, barely acknowledge the girl, and then just drink. And that worked.
Yeah.
It was weird. It worked.
That's kind of like what works for people on Tinder, too. Like, you just kind of like chat about stupid stuff, and then somebody brings up, like, I don't know,
their dick.
Well, no, like,
hey, did you hear about my dick? No,
it's I don't know. I think it's more similar to real dating than people give it credit for.
Oh, like another thing is
without the in-person
especially if you have tattoos, it's like you get the question, is that the only place you have tattoos? And then you go,
did you
would
really
you like
get
to,
that question?
Would you like to find out? And yeah, but like worst case scenario, the disappointment sets in like 3 minutes earlier, right? So it's like
I mean, that goes for any aspect of dating. Like,
I don't know. I feel like that. I mean, that kind of wraps around to what we were talking. At least I was talking about earlier, where I just feel like, I don't know. Don't be a tryhard with anything. I feel like a lot of the case, like,
don't take anything too seriously.
You catch more bees slathered naked in honey than on Tinder,
and just chilling.
They say, yeah.
Right.
Just chilling naked, slathered in honey.
Yeah, screaming.
No, like,
screaming, relaxed and screaming.
Like, we have that thrift store that we've talked about previously on this podcast.
That's a segue.
Like, what? Well, no, I was going to say,
get
like,
laid out of it? Like,
yes. No, I always feel like, like a completely other situation where I feel like this still applies is like every time I go to a thrift store and I want something, I never fucking find it. But whenever I'm like, fuck it, let's just go to the thrift store and just see. Like, I just get something fucking rad out of it.
Yeah, this is like some weird like Zen shit though. But it's basically, no, like thrift store objects and women are not exactly
they're exactly the same thing, Lyle.
You can buy either one, but one is much more affordable.
True.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just feel like it's very easy, and a lot of people's problem is they go to bars and they be tryhards, and
By the way, this is something I was gonna say earlier when we were talking about YouTube audiences and shit like that, and I was gonna say before. And I feel like that comment is a perfect segue to this. I'm one of the few content creators that actually weeds out parts of their audience that don't get it. So like,
what do you mean?
I feel like okay, let's say you were like a green listener without a similar sense of humor to mine. Like, okay, I've made a 9/11 joke, and I've said that you can buy women now, which either means I regard women as objects or I'm involved in some Czechoslovakian shit. Which, by the way, if you're watching porn, you hear one of those, but you like to fuck my pussy. That's like buying. That's like buying the. You want the free range chickens. You don't want. So basically, what I'm saying is, women are livestock. I think is what that circles around to.
Nice.
So I basically just dug my hole deeper. But anyone with a sense of humor knows what I was getting at.
I've got the answer for you, Lyle. This is a Sims copy of Hot Date expansion pack.
I am. In real life right now, you're just going to have to take my word for it. Looking at a copy of The Sims Hot Date expansion pack for the original Sims, I think, and to prove it to you, I'm going to read a little bit of the inside pamphlet. Party with your Sims. It's the party of the year. For the game of the year,
John, what are you working
and you're
on
the
this
host. You decide it's time for your Sims to a hoedown. Wait, you decide if it's time for your Sims to a hoedown at a country barn dance. This is some fucking English.
Yeah.
EA's not Japanese. Why is there English in the fucking band?
Wait, what? Let me see.
Yeah, like it is time for you to decide for a hoedown for your Sims. Like
you decide if it's time for your Sims to hoedown at a country barn dance. What?
Oh, maybe I was just dyslexia-ing hoedown into a noun
drunk,
there.
Lyle.
I wish. Anyway, point is, I'm actually looking at this thing. That was what I was getting at.
Livestock. John, what are you working on?
My 2-pound bag of chocolate covered raisins is almost gone.
Oh shit.
So
shit, dude.
working on repairing my smashed sense of self-worth long enough to be awake during the day to get another one.
Probably 5 days. I'm probably gonna get another one probably later this week.
Nice, dude. Nice.
2-pound bag of chocolate.
I'm working on a lot of collabs this week. I'm doing a collab with E-Rock. I'm doing 2 collabs with Nate that aren't coming out until November. Nate Wants to Battle. I'm doing a collab with. Can I?
What?
Can I mention it?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm not doing any other collabs.
Yeah.
And other than that, I'm slowly working on a Pokemon cover album, and I'm also going to start working on my 3rd and not final Disney album because I've lost control of my life. Rich, what are you working on?
R.I.P. Voice of Stu Pickles.
What?
No, the guy, the lost control of my life meme was Stu Pickles, and he died, which sucks.
Wow.
Let's just end this on a downer, shall we?
I just
Rich, what are you doing this week? Oh, the actor for Rugrats died.
Are you kidding me? And the voice of Tito died of brain cancer, I think.
Oh my god.
Who else is a horrible, tragic cartoon story? The little girl that played Ducky in Land Before Time had her psycho dad kill her and himself with a shotgun.
You're not just making shit up.
That fucking gorilla's still dead. It's not coming back.
Remember Paul Walker?
Yeah, well, he's not walking anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Rich, save us.
No!
Give us some good news.
Or are you gonna no comment and you're home? What are you working on?
There's a collab that I'm not working on, and there's a project I'm not working on. I can't talk about anything right now.
You guys are gonna love them though.
Yeah.
I'll go next because we might as well end on somebody who people who listen to this podcast know.
I'm doing a fucking.
No, I'm next. I'm working on 3 episodes of spoilers ahead right now, so that I can work on live action stuff in the next month or so. You always talk over me. You always do this. I'm taking control back of my life, Jules.
You lost control of your life the second you walked through those. I
know what I'll do. I'll start a YouTube channel.
Double doors to the Boy Shack. I'm making the top 10 dead fucking cartoon voice actors.
At least you don't.
It'll be like Watch Mojo except triggers.
Yeah. Top 10 triggers and memes. Top 10 mini bosses themes comes out. It'll probably be out by the time you're listening to this. Then stuff. Haha, we're gonna be at PAX. I think we're at PAX.
Yeah.
I won't be at PAX.
I think Rich
But if you want me to sign something, just give your personal objects to Jules.
Yeah,
and he'll bring it back to me like 2.5 years later, and then I'll maybe sign it, and possibly it'll get back, and I'll probably keep it.
I think we'll like as this goes out, we're leaving for PAX.
Okay.
So yay, Rich and I will be there. Find us, get a kiss.
Find them, follow them around. They want to hang out with you all day,
all day, forever. Mm-hmm. This has been
Hams out for Dikembe.